me cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to you. I wanna let you know, girl, that you live and I am what you do. So I need to reassure you, my life will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying to you, challenge me for the better for you. Let me cater to you.
Hello, everyone. Hello. And I am so glad you are here today with me. And we're going to talk about something and everything. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully each and every one of you all are doing fantastic. Welcome back. That's the next thing I have to tell y'all. Welcome back, and welcome back to the channel. Then you had to come over here. You sure did. But you were like, let me go see what they're talking about. I know she ain't talking about nothing but a piece of shit. But it's something. And I'm going to go on over there and get me my little kikis and my little ha-has. Okay? But don't forget, as you come into the house, or when you leave in the house, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Come off that fence, come off that curb, come from in the bushes. Just come on into the house. And I say, welcome to my YouTube family. Okay? But as we always have to say, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. I like the comments, even though y'all be coming for a sister, but it is what it is. That is my channel. Okay? That's my original channel. And this is my second channel. All right? We need you all to go over there, do your thing, subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow. All right? But we know we have to use this fair disclaimer act. Everything we doing over here is alleged. Alleged. Get it into your mind. Everything you hearing over here at the house is alleged. Okay? Because we don't know nothing to be factual, because we too sorry to go into, just to go into investigating the situation. Unless it's just one thing that just picking at me, just gnawing at me, and I have to go see it for myself. But then that would be an exclusive. Okay? So, we don't get too much into those, but we got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. We got to get into it, because this person that we're going to be talking about, child, child, I can't keep it undercover any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to have a conversation. And why don't we get right on into it? Okay, fam, I'm back here. We're talking about Tamar Braxton breaking the news. It's not exclusive because I didn't drop it when it first dropped. I was trying to wait to see if anything else was going to come aboard. But she's basically telling it all. The reason why she didn't come forward when it happened, and she was trying to save face for her friend James Wright. But yes, she admits to Chrisean actually hitting James Wright, and she just felt so sorry about it because James was in her group, in her band or whatever you call it. And she invited Chrisean to come, but she didn't think Chrisean was going to do something as idiotic as that. And she just feels real bad about it. But that's enough of me talking about it. Let's just listen to what she has to say, and I'll interrupt if I feel something that I want to say about what she said. All right, here we go.
Not that my headband looks any better, but hey everybody, I look crazy. Let me take this off. Not that my headband looks any better, but I wasn't going to say anything out of respect for James and his trauma and what happened to him. And when I say what happened to him, he got assaulted at my show, and it was by Chrisean, but there was a lot of events that I believe were misconstrued. And so while I'm not going to set out the time and clear every little thing up for everyone, I want you to know the reason why I decided to say something. Number one, I care about my team. They're all of my friends, and we put this all together for the fans. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't need that. Like, my circle is this small. I don't have to sell tickets for, like, oh, I need to sell tickets. Let me do this, that, and the other. This show has been sold out for a month.
Okay, Tamar. Can you show proof that this show was sold out, or were you trying to use as many artists in the city that you were gonna be in to show up? I mean, that's a fair question to ask, but we'll let you keep talking.
My show, and it was by Chrisean, but there was a lot of events that I believe were misconstrued. And so while I'm not going to set out the time and clear every little thing up for everyone, I want you to know the reason why I decided to say something. Number one, I care about my team. They're all of my friends, and we put this all together for the fans. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't need that. Like, my circle is this small. I don't have to sell tickets for, like, oh, I need to sell tickets. Let me do this, that, and the other. This show has been sold out for a month. I didn't have an opening act. I knew I didn't need an opening act because I knew my sister was coming in the middle of the show. And, when you're in different cities, you invite different people. And Chrisean was definitely someone that I invited, someone that I actually, looked at from afar as like a younger sister. She's from Baltimore. I knew that she was rowdy. I didn't judge her because of that. I felt for her on so many occasions. And I just felt like, oh, this was somebody I wanted to meet to, possibly take under my wing because, everybody knows that I don't have the best. I don't have the best pass. I'm sorry. I have a filter. I washed my face. I look crazy. Okay. And in my journey of being a better person, I wanted people to, accept me for the new person that I was. And the only way that they could do that is if I was given an opportunity. And so that's really all it was. I didn't call her and be like, oh, come on and perform in my show. I already knew Tony was planning to perform here at this LA show.
What was LA?
She had sent me her number a while ago on a DM, and I reached out to her. Like I said before, like we all have, Chrisean is like a little sister to all of us watching her, and then watch her make mistakes. We want to help. And this is what this Love and War tour has been about. I have called several girls that I didn't know Drew Sidora. I didn't know Tiffany Evans. I don't know. I didn't know any of them, really. The only person that I knew was Nivea, but I wanted this tour to be about, second chances and, giving new opportunities. And I don't know. I didn't call Chrisean to open up for me. But when she was in my dressing room, we do a twerk off portion, right? And I was like, oh, it'd be cool if the DJ played as a vibe and you came out and did a vibe like the people, your Baltimore sisters. And that's really what I was thinking. Everyone else get compensated for coming on my show and opening up for me. I try to always do the right thing by people. And there's a contract. We're professional. I'm a real touring company. And that wasn't the case. I think that there was a misunderstanding. During the part of the twerk off, I am backstage changing clothes. And everybody that's come to a Tamar show know that we don't have any violence. No one has ever fought at my concerts. We laugh, we cry. People have passed out, due to, being, inebriated or, just excited at being at a concert. But this is a safe loving, healing place. And I don't know. I have to apologize to my team if my silence have made you all feel like I have not been supportive to you. And I also want to acknowledge Chrisean. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for coming. You know, I didn't want any of this to happen. I actually thought that we, could really be, good friends and have, I could be a big sister, to you. And that was my only objective of you coming. I had no other plans. I didn't want to set you up. I didn't tell nobody not to play your music. I just want everybody to come and have a good time. And that is really the spirit of it all. But I have to acknowledge my team because my team has been traumatized. And especially James. He was assaulted and he was hurt. And I just feel like I can't make nobody happy. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really wish he would have hit me instead of him. I'm just so sorry it happened to you. And I'm sorry, Chrisean, if you felt that, any of us wanted to use you for hype. No one. I'm not even going to address that because it's ridiculous. I know that when people come into this industry and, they get a certain amount of stardom or fame, they feel like, oh, what does this person want with me? What does this person want with me? And there are some genuine people. But I'm doing this video for my staff and for my team who believed in me and who has helped supported me. Troy especially, who has been the most passionate about this. And he should have, he's my partner. And, watching, someone so close to us, get so violated is traumatizing. And I really honestly truly wish none of this happened. We are still doing part 2. Like I said before, we don't fight at our concerts. We don't even, everybody who has gone has had a lovely, fun family setting and time. And I don't know, it's just unfortunate. And let me just tell you how amazing James is. Like, no matter how he's feeling, he told me today, he was like, when she hit me, I just feel like I just wanted to hug her. She like, I'm just really sorry that it all happened. And I don't know. I just felt like on behalf of my team, being the leader, sometimes you don't know, what role to take. And I just want everybody to know. I just want everybody to know that I'm sorry. And I don't know. But I won't be speaking about this anymore. This has really hit us hard, and it really hit us all hard. No one deserved it, and no one wanted to hurt anybody, and no one wanted to disrespect anybody, and nobody wanted to set anybody up. We just wanted to have a good time. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in a few weeks. I'm sorry, James. You're an amazing person. This should have never happened. And I'm also sorry, Chrisean, that you feel like in your life that everybody is out to get you. That must be a horrible feeling. That's a horrible feeling. I don't know. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. I love you. Hey, everybody.
Okay, so we heard from her, or if you were just coming in the middle part, we'll play some of it back, okay? Because I put a little bit more time into it as far as the slides. So we actually have 15 more minutes. But y'all get in them down in them comments and y'all tell me what y'all thought about Miss Tamar Braxton coming out and trying to be there for James because he's been there longer with her, been around her, been a background singer for her. Then we got Chrisean. She wanted to have Chrisean viewed as her little sister. She wanted to do, I don't know what second chances she was talking about giving Chrisean, because Chrisean just have a mean spirit. I mean, in her, it's like when something don't go right her way, she want to lash out. And that's something, anger, well, it's something God can take care of for her if she goes into prayer and supplications, okay? She has to want to acknowledge first that she has anger issues, anger problems, and get in an anger management class, and always stay prayed up. She always talking about the Lord. Well, we have to walk by the Lord's actions as well. Actions speak more than words. And just like Chrisean was very disrespectful, how she came on to the show when Tamar was singing Love and War, and that's a powerful song. And Tamar got some pipes on her. She can blow, okay? And for Chrisean to be walking around like, when you gonna be through? So I can be like, it's a vibe all the time. I mean, it's a vibe all the time, but you don't have to show the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Catchy tune, but if you see Chrisean really performing it, she's had been drinking, probably smoking. I mean, you've seen videos of her out there doing a show when she was with Blueface, and she's just basically drunk as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, selecting people to come to your show to see them. First of all, you may not have known, or maybe you've known after the fact, that Chrisean wanted 7 tickets. I'm like, who are you bringing? The Tillahan? Girl, we just want you to come, really. We didn't really want you to bring no entourage with you. And I'm pretty sure she wanted to say that. Or the manager of Tamar's show, or he's doing the taking care of her show from start to finish. He should have known something was wrong too, okay? Especially when she was messing with that girl in the back that was sitting next to James, or standing next to James. She was over there trying to hug her and carry on a conversation. The girl, her body language was saying no, 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 no. And Chrisean was saying yeah, 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 yeah. She was really had to take over spirit on her, from what I've seen, from all the clips that I viewed, and how she was talking on stage when she was with Tamar and the other guests that she brought out on stage. Now, like I said, I saw somewhere, read somewhere, or I don't know, but it's sticking in my head that Chrisean was letting she left the area to go and let somebody in that she had invited to Tamar's show. And when it was time for Tamar to have her cue when they said it's a vibe all the time, and I'm pretty sure they was gonna sing, have her music behind it, and she was gonna do her little diddly for 60 seconds or less. Okay, we didn't need to give her but a minute, because we that crowd was an R&B crowd. We wants to hear some soothing music that hit our soul. We didn't want to be like jumping up like we had some rave party. Them parties that be like underground somewhere, and you have all these different lights flash and neon lights, sticks, and you just jamming to all this metal rock type of music. Oh, child. It wasn't that type of party, but again, people make mistakes, and you try to listen to where they head was at the time when they did said crime, or said thing that was very disruptive. Then you can, have a little feelings here or there for a particular person. But, Chrisean has been given too many chances, and hey, I liked her, like talking about her because she's entertaining, you know what I'm saying? But when you go and you strike somebody else for no reason, I maybe say, just give it let's just say James said something slick to her. Okay. Did it warrant you going over there and pie-yowing him? No. 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 Unless y'all had a match, y'all was gonna be in the ring and it was gonna be sponsored for entertainment. But no, because if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would have looked at James as a man first, and then as a whatever he calls himself. I don't know if he's I don't know too much about him really. Except for them petty pies, okay? Brother can sing, okay? Don't know why he ain't got no record out there or contract being signed on his behalf with some type of record label. Don't know why Cabra can sing. But, it would have been a different set of circumstances if he would have hit Chrisean. Then it would have been all this, oh, he don't hit a woman, he's a man, he was born a man, all this other stuff. But we got to also take up for James. I mean, he didn't ask to be. I mean, even if you got slicked by the mouth, it still don't give you the right to go put your hands on somebody. I mean, we grown. I mean, when I was in high school, pretty much only if you came with a weapon on campus that you would get, sent home, probably expelled or suspended for a period of time. But it was no jail time. You know what I'm saying? It was no police is finna take you somewhere unless those were the circumstances. You had a gun, you had a knife, or whatever. But you fight one day and you get to live another day. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only really using your fists and maybe some sticks or something like that. Whatever you can find, wherever you're having to fight at. But in today's society, it's just no. You going to jail. So now I really feel that since Tamar has come out and she definitely put a bullet in Chrisean's back because she just went out and said yes, Chrisean did assault him, and it was very much so unfortunate. And you can't take sides. You know what I'm saying? It's either somebody when it's coming to a situation like this, it's either you for that person or you're against that person. Okay, it's really hard to not know middle ground that you can stand on, especially if Chrisean is not wanting to acknowledge what she did. Okay, she going around here talking about she disengaging or putting her social media platforms on hold, or she getting rid of them. We know that ain't true. She's just trying to basically keep a low profile to see what James is gonna do about the situation. Because if James, I'm sure, can get paid for all his pain and suffering, the assault charge will go away. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is in the industry. They need you more so out there than caged up, in a jail cell. But you got to have accountability, and we got to hold Chrisean to facing what she did, and taking advantage of another person's livelihood, because he missing money. 'Cause Tamar needs him to sing. She paid him. Or maybe they get something after each show. I don't know how it is, but brother can't be out there trying to, woo 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 woo, and his nose is all messed up and he bleeding back blood and all that. He don't want to do nothing. Face probably swollen, probably dismembered in some freakish way, and it's too much. It's too much. Okay, but let's listen to it again, just for edification. Um,
Makes me better, but I I wasn't going to say anything out of respect for James and his trauma and what happened to him. And when I say what happened to him, he got assaulted at my show, and it was by Chrisean. But there was a lot of events that I believe were misconstrued. And so while I'm not going to set out the time and clear every little thing up for everyone, I want you to know the reason why I decided to say something. Number one, I care about my team. They're all of my friends, and we put this all together for the fans. I'm not a clout chaser. I don't need that. Like, my circle is this small. I don't have to sell tickets for, like, oh, I need to sell tickets. Let me do this, that, the other. This show has been sold out for a month. I didn't have an opening act. I didn't need an opening act because I knew my sister was coming in the middle of the show. And, when you're in different cities, you invite different people. And Chrisean was definitely someone that I invited, someone that I actually, looked at from afar as like a younger sister. She's from Baltimore. I knew that she was rowdy. I didn't judge her because of that. I felt for her on so many occasions, and I just felt like, oh, this was somebody I wanted to meet to, possibly take under my wing, because, everybody knows that I don't have the best. I don't have the best pass. I'm sorry, I have a filter. I washed my face. I look crazy. Okay. And in my journey of being a better person, I wanted people to, accept me for the new person that I was. And the only way that they could do that is if I was given an opportunity. And so that's really all it was. I didn't call her and be like, oh, come on and perform in my show. I already knew Tony was planning to perform here at this LA show. She had sent me her number a while ago in a DM, and I reached out to her. Like I said before, like we all have, Chrisean is like a little sister to all of us, watching her and then watch her make mistakes. We want to help. And this is what this Love and War tour has been about. I have called several girls that I didn't know Drew Sidora. I didn't know Tiffany Evans. I don't know. I didn't know any of them, really. The only person that I knew was Nivea, but I wanted this tour to be about, second chances and, giving new opportunities. And I don't know. I didn't call Chrisean to open up for me. But when she was in my dressing room, we do a twerk off portion, right? And I was like, oh, it'd be cool if the DJ played as a vibe and you came out and did a vibe like the people, your Baltimore sisters. And that's really what I was thinking. Everyone else get compensated for coming on my show and opening up for me. I try to always do the right thing by people. And there's a contract. We're professional. I'm a real touring company. And that wasn't the case. I think that there was a misunderstanding during the part of the twerk off. I am backstage.
Okay, so Tamar has some interesting words. She mentioned trauma. She mentioned assaulted. She told us who had actually did the assaulting. Um, she was also saying that her team and her had put the show together. So it was like she did not have an opening act. She had told us Tony was going to be performing sometime that night or whatever. And then she went and said Rowdy, which was Chrisean. And she said she looked at Chrisean from afar and she was hoping that she could help her, guide her in some type of way. But I'm like, the choice word she used is almost putting like a stake in Chrisean's coffin that she, needs to be buried in a sense, for what she did to James. Okay, and we all know it's two sides to a story. It's the truth, three sides. It's the truth in the middle, and he is in her side, or her in her side to tell. And whoever tells the convincing story better, they usually are the ones that we would tend to believe, especially if we got evidence, okay? So I didn't appreciate Tamar using the word rowdy, trauma, assaulted. These all things can be putting Miss Chrisean in jail, if we had to look at it from another perspective. It would be awful for her to go to jail because she has a little baby, but then that may be an opportunity for her to grow up and not be, like that pacifier she got in her mouth. That's some bull. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown ass woman. Yes, you're a young mom, but you're gonna make mistakes. But come on, baby, let's learn from these different mistakes. But that's all I got. I ain't got no more. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all found some more clarity in it. Because a whole lot of us bloggers are talking about Tamar finally coming out and trying to tell us what actually transpired in her way of collecting the information and who she talked with and stuff of that nature. But y'all make sure y'all comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. Bye.